David, you're live.
Oh, well, thanks for saying something. Jeez, kids these days.
It's 7:30.
Yeah, but I'm looking
I
for
did.
it on my
I didn't want to
Instas.
wait. I didn't want to wait.
Instagram's not live yet.
That's because it takes a second for it to pop up.
Oh, hey, we're live on Instagram now.
Told you.
Okay, cool. All righty. What's up, everybody? Love when I have five guys in my mouth. But all right, we had a pretty interesting weekend. We had Darlington. Just gonna stand there looking down the entire time. You're gonna talk to our podcast.
Oh,
We
I was
have
trying
people.
to the group chat.
5 people right now.
There's
want to talk to
79 messages in the group chat. I catch up on.
Yeah, well, 70 of them are Dalton sending the link to this podcast.
What are you gonna do?
What's up, Will I Am? Make sure you blare in some anxiety.
God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Still down there. Still down there.
Still outside corner, you're number one.
Was out. Hell was out. Then just about outwrecked him. And then she busted her ass.
What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, we got Joseph being Blaney almost had it. Only thing he almost had was more paint from the wall.
Yeah, he went flying.
He went. He straight up. He got Truexed. We got Andy Gray saying, "What's up? What's up, Andy Gray? How's it going, buddy?" Remember, if you're on the Instagram side, we cannot put your comments up on the screen. But if you're on the YouTube and Facebook side, we can put them up just like this one. You timed that. I know you did. Other than the other is y'all defending drinking. No, you just sorry, I didn't mean to put that up in front of everyone. Sweet tea, nectar of the gods, will never convince me otherwise. What's up, Willem?
I can't be in the South and not like sweet tea.
He's a transplant. It's official. Cooper is not a human being. He is a transplant that has been put here by the CIA to spy on us, which
Makes sense.
for our group chat, that's probably kind of smart if you think about it. Ironic that Reddick wins the championship with an illness, much like his owner, the GOAT. I didn't think about the MJ. I didn't think about the MJ sick game. You're right. That's basketball, Andy. I know you don't watch sports. You're too white.
Okay.
What's up, Jose?
Weren't you just here?
Kyle. Yeah.
I don't know. Finished
Yeah.
fourth.
Different Kyle. The one that mattered. Yours didn't.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Dakota? What's up, brother?
Oh, Dakota, what up, baby?
Mr. LaHoy, is your phone still ringing? All right, I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up right now. That quote, Corla Joy sitting there going, he said in real life, "Oh, my phone's ringing off the hook with offers for next year." From who?
UPS,
Arca?
FedEx, Bed Bath & Beyond, Target.
He has not won anything. Literally, the last time he won a race was ARCA Series, which, to be fair, he went straight from ARCA over to Cup somehow.
He's won douchebag of the year.
I mean, he's stacking excuses.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. I don't know how in the world someone was like, this guy deserves a Cup ride. Like, I get he brings money, but damn, vet it first. He's so bad, he literally took Chili's into bankruptcy.
Does he bring money, though?
That's the only way you can be in the Cup Series. Bring some moolah. He finished second to your boy, Kyle Larson,
I think it was
and then somehow made his way to the Cup.
I think it was because that's a good comment there. I think it's because of he was with Spire to start with when they were shitty, and now Spire's gotten good, and Spire's like, you suck, and we don't need you anymore.
That could be it, but we'll see. Still a lot of rumors going on of some stuff going on over there, but we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting. But it's Atlanta week, baby. I am super excited. Cannot wait to be there. Friday we'll be pulling into town, and we'll be there all weekend long, baby.
We are. It's gonna be one of those shows.
I can feel it.
Yeah. Transgender.
Andy watches the Braves when they are good. That's true. Andy's kind of like Jersey Charles. Hopefully Jersey's already here somewhere, but he only watches the teams when they win. That's the only time I ever see him talk about them. It's crazy.
What dick? That's not very nice. I can't even watch the Braves. Give me a break. YouTube TV.
They were on YouTube TV yesterday.
And there was a race on yesterday.
And the day before, they were on YouTube TV.
Well, I didn't care about yesterday or the day before.
Fairweather fan. Uncle.
Probably. That's going to be a fact.
Oh, my Lancers. All right. Well, let's get into it. Darlington, it is the Lady in Black. One of those tracks that's just, when it's underneath that sunset, you just can't beat it. You can't beat Darlington at sunset.
I was disappointed, though, because we didn't get a lot of pictures from the group chat that the guys were there. Like the orange sunsets, not when the sun was
It was already down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to think they weren't actually there for us. They were there for themselves, which is super
slide. I'll let them slide because yesterday was a fantastic race. Like
all around,
fantastic race. So, you kind of get caught up watching, what's going on the track versus what the sun's doing. But you kind of go to Darlington to experience that sunset too.
It's true. It's true. Because whenever you see that sunset right on there, turn 3 behind Earnhardt Towers, just get you nice and stiff. I mean, you turn into a tripod real quick.
Classic Darlington.
For sure.
Into a tripod?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those shows, I'm telling you.
But, no, I mean, obviously, Darlington, it started out, we had to me, it was a great weekend from start to finish. I mean, every bit of this weekend was just phenomenal. We didn't get to go to it this year. So
the Xfinity race is pretty good, too.
Xfinity was great. I didn't really get to watch all of that race. I had to end up going back and rewatching that one, but really good race. I mean, you just can't beat Darlington. The way that track is, it's worn out, but it's not worn out. It's just it turns into basically a sand grader on those tires. It just makes for some great racing.
I saw a comment the other day or yesterday after the race that said that they ought to move Darlington, the Southern 500, into the cutoff race like it was this year for the playoffs, and then end the championship at Darlington. Like that would be interesting.
I mean, at least it puts the best track as the deciding factor and the championship factor. I'd be fine with that.
Phoenix.
Anything's better than Phoenix at this point.
I mean, I get not being able, if you had to move, Jesus Christ, the comments. If you had to move Darlington from Labor Day weekend, which I don't think would ever happen, but
it can.
Well, happen again. It used to be Atlanta. But if they moved it from Labor Day weekend, to me, the only logical choice is to move it as the championship race. It's in the South. Weather's not affecting it. So why not? That's what you get, Coop.
I can't believe y'all bullied this man.
I didn't bully shit.
They kept saying y'all. I didn't say shit. I was off road and I didn't even get to see his pick. I didn't know.
Just a total.
Yeah, I can't believe they bullied him out of his pick. But next time, remember the group chat's full of shit. Just pick who you want. Race Week boys, ATL. I can't wait to see y'all. Cannot wait to have you there, old Itman.
Pit Daddy.
Hey,
I
don't
get
bring those
respect,
skateboards. Don't you bring those skateboards around us.
Or the miter saw.
Or a miter saw. Atlanta used to be the last race of the year.
Used to be a Labor Day weekend as well.
I mean, we used to have Daytona on July 4th. I mean, it was crazy. But also happy Atlanta week, boys. Can't wait to do some Eagle butt chugs on top of the bang bus. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I'm ready for this weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let's dive into the fun here. So Martin Truex Jr. still makes it into the playoffs. However,
Yeah, that was pretty
Rex
close.
top 3.
It's pretty close. Ran out
Yeah.
of talent, lap 2.
Very, very fast. Obviously, trying to push it when he's trying to go around William Byron was not the best idea. And then loses it, goes into the wall, collects Ryan Blaney, finishes both of their days super early. Luckily, Ryan Blaney was locked in. Martin
Yep.
Truex was not. So he had to end up sitting there. I could only imagine having to sit and watch from your hauler to see how much money you could possibly about to lose.
That and just, I mean, I doubt Martin cares really about the money side of it, losing it, but just the,
Final year.
you had your final year, you announced it, halfway through the season, and next thing you know, you're sitting with 0 points, like on the cut line. I thought there for a second he wasn't going to make it, and then obviously Bubba lost the lead, and it kind of shifted points around, and I think he was like 10 to 15 to the good or something for a while. And then what was it after stage 2? He got locked in.
Yeah, so Buescher did not finish in the top 10 in stage 2. So that meant that Truex was locked in because the only person that could have basically dethroned it would have been Buescher.
Yeah. Yeah, that we really had multiple storylines throughout the race. Obviously, Kyle dominated 90-something% of the race. So there wasn't
that race.
talk about with that. But the storylines in the race were the obvious owner season or the regular season championship and the cutoff. And it was coming down to Bubba and Buescher.
Bouchard.
Yeah, Bouchard. It was coming down between those two, and I really thought we were going to have a really interesting finish there until old Briscoe got up there and shifted things up.
Yeah, I want to say the very back end of that race, probably last, 20 laps, it was a whole different set of cars that all of a sudden just found speed compared to all the laps prior because Kyle Larson had checked out. Like that dude, he was gone. And it was just like, all right, it's going to be Hamlin or it's going to be Larson. And then all of a sudden Hamlin started falling back, which Hamlin obviously was on a different pit strategy as well. So that was kind of playing into it.
Well, what was surprising to me was that Hamlin really wasn't a talking point the entire race. Like normally you come to the Southern 500 and Hamlin, Larson, Truex, those are the guys that we're talking about year in, year out, at Darlington. Yeah. Hamlin, he qualified 7th or 8th, I think it was. No. He qualified outside the top 10.
He wasn't in the top 10.
Yeah, he qualified outside the top 10, and which was strange to begin with because normally he's easily in the top 10 to start with. And then, he slowly, methodically worked his way up, partly due to extending the tire window. But I thought it was weird how Hamlin he didn't show the speed. He wasn't talked about. Even when he got up there to second place, really didn't think that he was going to be contending for the win.
Yeah, no, you could tell it was because of strategy and it wasn't because of speed at the time. So very interesting there. And now talking about qualifying, I do want to bring up too, Carson Hocevar qualified second.
Yeah.
Front row for the rookie.
Just
yet Josh Berry wins Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah. Wait, does he?
Because of points. The way they do it is all based off of the rookie points, and Josh Berry ends up with more points than Carson.
So Rookie of the Year only goes to the regular season finale?
That's basically what they base it off of.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, not the greatest.
I thought it would go through because no rookie made the playoffs this year. So
No, I don't know.
So, like, normally when a rookie makes the playoffs, that immediately lets them win the Rookie of the Year. But because
Yeah, because they'd be so high up in points. But that's only because they'd be so high.
But 17th and down, they don't have their points reset, so they can race all the way until Phoenix.
Yeah, but all I know is that they were congratulating everything. Josh Berry wins Rookie of the Year. Supposedly, from what I understand, it is all the way through the end of the regular season, and then they name Rookie of the Year before the season's even up.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carson's definitely racing better than Josh right now. At least right now.
If that's true, I don't like that.
I could be wrong. I don't know. You can look it up real quick. Fact checkers.
Yeah,
this is what we have chat for. Y'all are slacking.
Okay, that much.
I was happy for Briscoe, but man, was really hoping KB was going to pull it off.
So here's the thing about Briscoe.
He can afford hair plugs now. Him and Joey together can.
Please, Jesus Christ! Every time he doesn't have a hat on, it's like, geez, sunglasses, alert, something. It's bad. Like, if Joey can do it, why can't Chase do it?
Well, he didn't have the hair club. Now he could possibly get the hair club now. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, anyway, so the thing about Briscoe is like, yeah, okay, he won. Doesn't really mean too much to me. But the thing I do like is that the 14 finally. I think you could argue that's probably going to be their last win of Stewart-Haas Racing. So 14, fitting that they get it done. It's not the 4 or anybody else. Like 14, the original OG number for Stewart-Haas Racing. I like that. That's a nice little fitting into
homage.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I mean that's probably the biggest thing here. The fact that he won. I mean, obviously we have a lot of people that wanted Kyle Busch. We have a lot of people in our group chat that are Kyle Busch fans for some reason, even though he's an old, washed-up man, like you said. They were pulling for Kyle Busch. It looked like he could possibly make it, but he just did not have it. Was not able to get it.
He came out of nowhere though. Like that last restart,
I thought he screwed himself.
In the group chat was like, go!
Yeah. Yeah, well, when he did that last second pit, I was like, it's done.
Yeah, everybody.
There's no way.
Dalton, everybody was like, what the fuck? Why is he pitting?
I totally didn't understand it, but somehow it worked out because he rocketed. I mean, that restart, I'm sure if they looked into the restart, he probably violated the restart, but screw it. Scott
almost
Busch.
Asterisk.
Almost.
I'm curious if he would have stayed out, because he would have started third, I believe. On the outside line, most likely. I'm curious of how that would have worked out. Maybe he would have had better odds of actually trying to contend with Briscoe.
Because he pitted the closest round to that too, right? Like he had pitted just before when everybody else pitted.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but
because I wonder what his tires were like. I don't remember. I still think he should have never gave up the track position he had. I mean, he definitely had great track position. I think he was pretty even with the guys that were up there. So the fact that he gave up is very, very interesting. I mean, somebody called that. They apparently are smarter than a lot of people. He got a second, but he couldn't get it to first. Even with the new, fresher tires, he just did not have enough for Chase Briscoe's car, because Chase Briscoe's car was freaking just on rails for that last little bit.
Well, and that's the thing about Briscoe. Like he didn't luck into the win. He didn't fluke into the win. He definitely he raced his way to the win. He was there. He qualified fourth, third or fourth, and
he started pressure tires. Okay,
definitely hung out in the top 5 the entire race. So, as much as I hate that Larson dominated and didn't get the win, I tip my cap to Briscoe for that awesome move for sure.
Yeah.
One of those last race starts. That was sick.
That move was sick. Like
did what he had to.
He threw his nuts over his shoulder and he said, "We're doing this."
Yeah.
And he went down and he made it 3 wide. Now I will say, watching it looks like Larson definitely did him a favor there, because if Larson would have not lifted, he would have washed up into the front of Larson and probably ended up in the wall.
Yeah.
So looked like Larson definitely let off, definitely gave him up that lane. And if not, it would have been very bad for Briscoe. So good on Kyle. Now, it's very interesting for Kyle, because obviously if he would have won that race, he also would have won the regular season championship.
Yeah.
They don't give enough credit to the regular season.
the last caution that came out just really kind of screwed everything up for Larson to be able to win the championship, just because of Reddick came in, got tires, and I think he was like 14th or something along those lines. He was able to come back up and finish 10th or 9th or something. So that was able to get him enough points to be able to pass Larson back. Had that last caution not come out and they didn't take tires, I think the positions would have held out enough to where Kyle would have been able to squeak that out. I was reading some things today. People were like, well, that's what Larson gets for not, racing the 600 and choosing the Indy 500 over it. But still,
well,
I mean,
I do want to touch on that because Larson lost by, I think it was only like 1 point. It was pretty, 1 point. He missed an entire race.
Yeah.
He lost by 1 point. That's how good Kyle Larson is racing this year and how good Kyle Larson is as a driver. He missed an entire race and still was about to win the regular season. That is insane. And if you look at the playoff points, I believe he's first in playoff points.
Yeah, he's 35th. Or sorry, first with 35 points.
First 35 points. So the man missed an entire race and is better than everyone else that finished all the races.
Yeah. And he said too, like during his post-race interview stuff, he was like, look, I don't blame it on missing the 600 and doing Indy. Like I could have finished not wrecked at Michigan. I could have not wrecked at Chicago. Like there are certain instances, like he doesn't even think about the Indy 500 causing that. Like there was other situations that Kyle messed with checkers or wreckers. So, that's kind of what, hindered him from being able to cap it off this year. But whatever. He still got.
Oh, looky.
What is this guy?
He lived. Man, we got a wall licker in the chat, baby.
Hey, we can have a competition. Who's balder, Alex or Chase Briscoe?
Alex. That's not a fair competition.
Why?
He's been racing that race for a long time.
Briscoe just needs to shave his head.
Yeah, I mean he needs to give up. Either that or get a toupee.
It's that bad.
Good seeing you, brother. But no, I mean it's gonna be great. Hey, while you're here, come to Atlanta.
Grab another wristband. $65.
Literally, come to
Atlanta before Thursday. You can get it for $65.
We have a show breaker again.
Mason butting in again.
Say hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Say hey, podcast.
I can't even see his face. Your name tag's in the way. There he is.
Look at my butt.
What's up, Batman?
I got Batman shirt.
You got a Batman shirt. Hey, do you like fast cars?
You need to give him the Batman Bo Jr. card.
Do you like racing?
No.
Good.
Well, now you must go.
Are you sure he's your son?
Well, he has been shown.
Are you sure he's your son?
I mean, he loves ketchup, so I guess I can't win everything.
Yeah. Is what it is.
If I didn't have the drill this weekend, I'd be going to Atlanta. Everyone has excuses for not coming to a race. Just come to a race. That's the only thing you have.
You peeked at the weather yet for Atlanta?
Right now, it's phenomenal. So hopefully it stays that way.
80 degrees on Sunday?
Yeah. Boy, I am going to be shirtless from the time we arrive till we leave. It is going to be beautiful weather. I might even wear underwear that doesn't have holes in it again. Bring out my finest.
I can't wait.
But no, the super exciting part for this weekend, for all those watching that don't know, which most of the people watching do know, we're going to be at the race with the boys. We're going to have the entire group chat there. If Alex would just come, we would have basically everyone.
Most of the group chat. There's a couple of guys that are not going. Connor.
Well, Jeremy can't get there because,
Jeremy has a pass.
He's got to be fire daddy. I understand that. I can live with it.
Connor doesn't have a pass. Cody.
Why is Connor not coming? I thought he was coming.
No, he's not coming.
Fucking Ty Gibbs fans.
Cody
can't take him anywhere. Who else isn't coming?
Cody. Matt.
He's a Bubba Wallace fan, though. That checks. He's a Bubba Wallace fan.
Rattlesnake isn't coming.
Rattlesnake is coming.
He is?
Yes. Did you not catch his message that him and Dakota might be with us?
That's at Bristol.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
God almighty.
The races are too close. I'm so excited for so much happening that
We haven't
everything's just
been to
working
racing.
together.
We haven't been to
What you
racing.
guys talking about? We were just talking about. Well, yeah, we know. Thanks. We were just talking about how Kyle Larson made it in, even though he missed an entire race. He still almost won the regular season championship, but Tyler Reddick wins it by 1 point and gives Denny Hamlin a championship.
Technically
Speaking,
did he get it? Because the 5 team won the regular season owners. Because the 5 car didn't miss a race.
that's a good point because Allgaier freaking showed out.
They don't give out a trophy for that, but does Denny technically? That's the question.
I think still technically he has a driver that did, so I'll allow it just for the fact that Denny's never going to win one himself. So I will allow it. Every year he's going to have a penalty that comes in and swoops in and just destroys him when it comes to these points.
All in.
A point is a point. That's my wife.
What? What?
I don't know. So Tyler Reddick, speaking of him, he also had some tummy issues as he was racing.
He shit his fire suit.
Apparently, he's now saying he never shapoopied in his fire suit.
That's what they would all say.
But apparently, he got really, really close to as well as throwing up. If I have a stomach flu, I am not going to want to be in a car that's probably over 100 degrees for multiples of hours, knowing that I'm going to have to sit in it. However, he, for the first time, would not require a booster seat to see over the dash.
Why do you think Martin didn't want to get in the car?
That's probably true. I feel sorry for the person that cleans those seats. He's said that he has shat in them before.
I doubt he shit his fire suit, but you never know. You gotta go.
I did not. That's not the one I chose. Then he has a championship as an owner. Technically, he does. Technically, he does. Well, think about it. You sweat out the virus. He definitely was sweating out something. He was, yeah, there's some tacos in that virus too.
That's so gross.
But no, I mean, you can't miss it. I mean, there was some great racing all around. Chris Buescher, unfortunately, did not make it this year. Made it in last year, 3 races. Is this a sign of trouble for RFK? No. Or is it just because he did have a lot of chances? Obviously, you got to remember, Darlington previous race was pretty much taken from him by Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that they're in trouble. I think Chris could easily go out and win a couple more races, before the year is out and prove that they should have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we wouldn't have had some wasted spots in the playoffs, we're going to get to that here in just a minute. Maybe Chris would have been able to be in it a long time ago. Joseph's got the puns going on here recently.
He's very punny.
Yeah, very punny. I think that's the only good thing he brings to the group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so yeah, I mean, obviously, I think it's one of those things where he had chances. Unfortunately, he had some tough breaks. Tyler Reddick running him to the wall. Probably the biggest one of the tough breaks that we had. He was a photo finish away from another victory. I think he can definitely win. I would love to see this Atlanta first race of the playoffs. He'd go out and win it just to be like, all right, there we go. He didn't make it in the playoffs, but at least he gets to make a statement.
Well, so the playoffs start this weekend. Do we have one of the wildest rounds of the playoffs to start with?
Yes. 100%.
I think so.
I'm super excited for it. The fact that next year, the only problem I see with next year's schedule is that Atlanta is not in the playoffs. It's my only upset.
Yeah, I don't hate it just because it opens up the possibility for us to do some races for Jeremy be able to make it, Atlanta in the
Yeah.
summer or whatever. So stacking these races on top of each other in the Southeast kind of sucks just from that regard because we can't hit them all up. But I don't know if we need Atlanta in the playoffs. Talladega's enough. Talladega's enough, I feel like. So
Yeah.
plus Talladega next year is in the round of 8. Holy shit.
Yeah, still not going to that one. Gonna go to Springdega because that's when the group chat's gonna throw down. But Falldega, especially in the round of 8, that's a chaotic. Super speedways in the round of 8 is just chaotic. Now I'm fine with it because, like we've talked about before, the final round should be 4 races, 1 of each type. Because if we're gonna crown the champion, they need to be the best and most well versed when it comes to all the tracks, not just really good at one track. So I'm fine with it being there. However, not in this format the way it is.
Yeah. Somebody was talking about that. A driver was talking about that earlier this week. I think they were talking about how the playoff system just isn't right.
Yeah.
Who it was.
Well, I mean, a lot of them have talked about it previously because, I mean, it is. It's broken the way it's set up. It's not one of those that you look at it and there's a flaw. Like you can see every single year where it's like that doesn't make any sense. Harrison Burton not even getting above 400 points. He couldn't break 400 points, and he makes it in over all the guys that have 500 to 600 points.
Yeah,
makes no sense.
Yeah,
like at least 25-point rule. Like it needs. They have got to figure 25th and up in points. Something like. They have got to figure that out because it is atrocious.
Just go back to 30th.
I think it needs to be higher than 30th still, though, because if you look at the placement, I mean, I think 20th is too cutting it because, I mean, Carson Hocevar was 21st.
Yeah, but Harrison was 34th.
34th. He was the last and still is the last full-time driver in points, even after his win.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. NASCAR's never going to make everyone happy, even if we get 1 and 3 and vote happy as well. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. AD should be in the playoffs. I mean, if you want to talk about technicalities, yeah, he should be. But Harrison Burton, Austin Cindric, Suarez. I mean, there's a few in there that I have a tough time going. Yeah, they're going to be competitive in the playoffs. They deserve to be there.
How about the fact, though, like the last 3 weeks, we've had 3 different winners.
Yeah.
Like Austin, given, didn't have the penalty, Austin would be in the playoffs. Then you would have Harrison in it, and then you would have Briscoe in it. And that probably would have knocked Ty Gibbs out.
Yeah, it would have knocked Ty Gibbs out. Even if they brought back Austin Dillon's win, it would automatically knock Ty Gibbs out. Now, I do want you to think about it like this, too, though. Look at the Ford domination over these last few races because Joey was going to win that race if Austin Dillon didn't kamikaze him. That's a Ford. Then you have Harrison Burton. That's a Ford. Then you have Chase Briscoe. That's a Ford. So Ford has been turning it on the back half of the season, a regular season, and they are primed up to make a run for the championship again this year.
Like they normally do.
Like they normally do every single year. It's like at the beginning of the year, it's like, I don't think it's going to happen. Man, we got the entire family. This is like this is a family get together. Look at us. Fascar pit stop. Bringing families together. Now I just need AJ to hop on.
Let's do this because I have an idea for tonight. Let's go ahead and make our picks for Atlanta. And then because Atlanta kicks off the playoffs, you want to do like a little bit of a poll to where we make our picks for each round and who's going to be in the Final Four?
I'm down for it. Let's do it.
All right. So Atlanta is our start race. So who you got?
So Atlanta is the starter race. I am going to put, and I hope I don't jinx myself here, Chris Buescher.
Okay. I like it. I'm going to go with his teammate, though, Brad. I got to be asleep.
Oh, he's asleep. There you go. Well, this is the podcast. Wake them up.
Yeah, for real.
Joseph, you've been when Blaney won, right? That was last time, right?
But he didn't win last time.
But last time Joseph went, that was when Blaney won. I can't remember. Hasn't Joseph been to a race that
Yeah.
Blaney has won?
Inaugural Roval.
Inaugural Roval. Okay. I was about to say, I knew there was at least one.
I've been to more Blaney wins than Joseph.
Well, I mean, you're the curse for poor old Larson.
I know.
Poor guy.
I don't even want to go this weekend. Just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. So let's make some picks for the playoffs. For each
Go ahead.
round, who you have getting knocked out, and then we make it down to our final four.
All right. So, I mean, I feel like the first round probably should be about the easiest, where I think a lot of people will agree. I don't know if we're going to get it exactly right, but I mean, I'm feeling Bowman, Suarez, Burton, Gibbs, first four out.
Bowman, Suarez, Burton, Gibbs. Okay. I almost have the same one, but I have Suarez, Cindric, Burton, Bowman. And I teeter with Briscoe just because, yeah, he showed speed and obviously won yesterday. Yeah. Is that a fluke?
I feel like he's doing better than Cindric is. However, Cindric is 10th. So he's got +2 playoff points compared to the others. So that's the only reason I didn't put Cindric out yet.
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, with Atlanta especially, yeah. I mean, from sixth on back.
Yeah.
+10, +9, +3, 2, 2, 1. And Bowman and Briscoe and Burton are all 0 on the playoff line.
Yeah. I love how Ty Gibbs and Mark Jr. show was -1.
Yeah. Well, I think we can safely say Truex is going to be able to get in.
I think Truex can get in,
especially with Watkins Glen being in this round. He could easily go win Watkins Glen.
Yeah, so I can see him making it through. But we both agreed on Ty Gibbs.
No, I got Ty making it.
Okay, yeah, Ty making it. So we both agreed on Harrison Burton.
Yeah, so you had Suarez,
Bowman,
Gibbs, and Bowman.
So we were just off one pick. That's all. We were off one pick. Yeah.
All right.
Not bad.
Round of 12.
Now, round of 12, I think, starts getting a little bit more difficult. I do have Cindric coming out there. I do have Truex coming out there. Briscoe there. And then this one, I'm not 100% about, but I think Joey comes out there as well.
Okay. Yeah, because the round of 12 is going to be Kansas, Dega, and the road. Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Definitely Briscoe. I don't think he makes it through. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, I could even see Brad not making it.
Yeah, I was going to throw Brad in there. I don't think Brad's going to make it through.
Yeah, it's just really like I could see Joey figuring a way out, making it like Kansas, figuring a way out, making it in there. Watkins Glen, no hope. But
I'm going to say Ty Gibbs as well. He's not going to make it through. And then I really don't want to bet on Logano because I think he's going to be sneaky.
That's the problem. Like Logano, I put him out, but I'm hesitant about it. But when I look at this, and I could be wrong here, but when I look at the top six are pretty freaking strong. Chase always finds a way. He's 7th, but 1 through 6 right now, like I can't look at them and go, they're not going to do good for those races.
I know.
So that's why, like looking at it, it has to come from behind that. Like I said, Chase finds a way. Obviously, Watkins Glen, who's known for road courses, even though he hasn't won one since it moved over.
I'm actually going to say Chase doesn't make it through.
Bailey,
12.
Simmer down.
So I got Briscoe, Keselowski, Gibbs, and Chase not making it through the round of 12.
Okay.
And the only reason I say Chase is because he went a lap down yesterday. Didn't really show the speed yesterday. Hate all these wasted playoff spots. I do hate all these wasted playoff spots.
Matt's saying he hates the wasted playoff spots. Matt, aren't you the one, Matt, that said there is no such thing as a wasted playoff spot? I'm confused now. I'm perplexed. Have you come over to our side now, sir? Yeah, Dakota figured out what I was saying. Every spot from beyond it, yeah. I mean,
it is
where you get the hard spot. Who's the final four?
Well, I got to eliminate the final 8.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's go down to the final 8.
So that'll be Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville.
Yes. God, next year with that being Talladega, holy crap, that's going to be interesting.
I'm going to say Byron doesn't make it through the round of 8. Logano doesn't make it through.
Golly, this is tough.
Because there's like 6 or 7, like you said.
1 through 6. I mean, you got Larson, Bell, Reddick, Byron, Blaney, Hamlin. Like those, just they can win every single week, and Chase Elliott always finds a way. This is tough when you get down to here. I think. I mean, you had Brad the previous one. I got Brad here. I think the bad luck continues for. I hate to say this, but I think Bell gets knocked out.
I'm kind of leaning that way, to be honest. So you got Bell.
I mean, he gets hot and then he gets cold. He gets hot, he gets cold, and I think it's different. Oh, hey, AJ cannot wear his NASCAR shirt to preschool because it has the Hooters. What's wrong with Hooters? Literally, the Hooters fed half the kids, probably more than half the kids that are there. I feel like it's okay.
That's retarded.
This is the dumbest thing. That was literally that Hooters was a buffet for children at some point. Chase got lucky finishing 11th last night. I have to agree with Andy. I don't think Chase makes it out of the first round. Chase Briscoe. Everyone else is a waste, pretty much. Every spot that's not filled by KFP and AD are essentially wasted spots. So Matt Rose officially saying wasted spots. Just go ahead and put it out there. Truex eliminated round 1. He got 0 momentum. Yeah, but he's got luck, and the races that are coming up fit him. So it's definitely possible, in my opinion. Oh, Chase Elliott is who you meant? Oh, finishing 11th. Yeah, no, that's right. Sorry. Yeah, this is tough. I don't know, because I think all I can think of now is Final Four.
Yeah, I've got Byron, Logano, Bell. Kind of thinking, who am I missing?
Did somebody say Briscoe got lucky? No, he raced his ass off.
Oh, Truex. I don't think Truex is. I think Truex can make it to the round of 8, but I don't think he's going to make it out.
He's not making it out. I don't think he makes it there. I think like I said, I think he's out round 12. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty close, except for the ones I already knocked out. I think Bell comes out. I think Bell is the one shocker from the top that ends up not making it all the way through.
Yeah,
I agree with Byron as well.
So Byron, you're missing one. You got Keselowski, Bell, and Byron.
God, man, this is tough. Oddly enough, I look at this and I go Ryan Blaney.
So, okay. So you got Chase making the Final Four?
Oh, I thought I already said Chase.
No.
No, okay, Chase out. Sorry. Flip those two.
And
Okay,
Chase
that makes me feel a little bit better.
Chase over Blaney?
No, Blaney over Chase. So Blaney makes it in, Chase is
Yeah,
out.
right.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I already put him out.
So that would leave you with Larson, Reddick,
Hamlin,
and Blaney.
yeah.
So somehow we came to the same Final Four.
We agree on
That'd
something.
be funny if that works out.
Dude, that's like, hey, all that matters is how it ends up, I think.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to ask, when you look at this, going back all the way to the beginning, who would be the one that would wreck the bracket and make it to the Final Four that you just, right now, if you sat there, you're like, there's no way. But then at the same time, you're like, well, actually, I could see this happen. Who would be that big for you?
There's a couple picks that'll make it to the Final Four that would ruin it. The 24 and the 20, definitely, for sure. Chase Elliott, too. Like, I know I have him out in the round of 12, but he's also, like, stupid consistent. So
I got a spicy one, and I got someone in our group chat that's really gonna like this, and then a lot of people that aren't gonna like this.
Ty Gibbs.
Yeah. With the races that are coming up,
yeah.
I have Ty Gibbs just finding a way to somehow sneak one off in here.
I think his lack of experience in the playoffs, because this is his first playoffs, I think that's going to hurt him a little bit. But playoffs are wild, man, in this next gen era. So, do you want to pick a champion?
Picking a champion, Tyler Reddick. I picked him at the beginning of the year. I got to stay solid.
I don't think I can pick a champion between those four.
Dude, it's tough. I don't think Blaney gets it. I don't feel like it. I just can't.
I'm going to say Blaney just because.
You and Joseph. But I think it's pretty good. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Either way.
Because I think
Larson misses a race.
Because of Phoenix.
True.
Unless they learned something from last year.
I mean, what if they go to those tires? What if they go to the
that, and because they were like hot ass at New Hampshire, and we're all skeptical, like maybe they were just trying something for New Hampshire because it kind of translates to, in a sense, to Phoenix.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it might have been that they could try to figure this stuff out, but Fords typically do well there. So I mean, Blaney's not a bad. I mean,
that's why I got Blaney, and I mean he would have won the race last year, so. I think, we alluded to it before we made it our picks that Ford was starting to pick it up. So I think it's a hot possibility Blaney could go back to back.
I don't see that. I don't know. Maybe, but I just don't see it.
All right. Well, I got it wrote down here. So after each round of the playoffs, we're gonna see who keeps a
revisit.
Yeah, who keeps a full bracket.
Dude, we need to do a bracket challenge for the group chat. Let all the anarchy come to fruition here.
Or we can do that.
Dude, imagine having guys. All right. So whoever's still in here from the group chat, what if we have a draft night in Atlanta where we pick all of our brackets, we turn them in there, we make them official. Yeah.
Yo, I like that idea.
Yeah. So we make official brackets where we all turn them in Atlanta all together pretty much. We'll definitely have to fly in. Jeremy,
okay. I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring that up in the group chat tonight and get a yay or nay on it. And then if everybody wants to do it, then I will legit print out like legit brackets, and I'll bring them to the track, and we'll all fill them out.
We got a Marty coming in here.
Yeah. We know, Dalton.
Oh my goodness! Hey, Whiskey, you want to get in on this? I don't know if you're still out there, but Whiskey, if you're still in, you can be an honorary group member for this too.
Let's get Whiskey in it too.
But I think that'd be fun.
Maybe Ooh, maybe we can work our magic and you can post something on socials. Like we'll put it on our Facebook page or something like that. And you can fill it out that way. We'll figure something out. I
Yeah,
think
we'll
we can
figure it
do
out. I
like
mean,
that
I can definitely make some posts up for it.
We can do that run your pool shit like the Denny Hamlin bracket challenge was.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I'm cool.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah,
We'll do some
let's make it happen though. I think that'd be fun. But all right, Whiskey, you can be in it. We'll get you. I'll get you set up. But that's all I got. I mean, obviously, we got Atlanta race. There's gonna be a lot of content coming at y'all. So I mean, for those of y'all that are from the group chat, obviously most of y'all will be there. Thank you. For those of you watching outside of it, I know we have views well outside of that. Make sure you tune in to our Instagram, TikTok, and this because we're going to be, majority of the content is going to be Instagram and TikTok. Race weekend, I'll be doing lives during the races, but we're going to have a great time with a lot of friends, and it's just going to be an epic weekend.
It's going to be wild on top of the bang bus, so I am looking forward to it. We're gonna Charlotte 2.0 it.
Yeah. I think this one might end up being better than Charlotte. Just saying it now.
Oh, almost.
We don't have everyone, so that's the Debbie Downer here. If only we could get some people to come last minute.
Maybe you can show your tits.
Alex, if you showed up, you would be able to see them and maybe caress them, but you decide to leave us. It's hurtful.
It's only like 2 hours from you.
Yeah, literally.
Make it happen, Captain.
Make it happen.
You can ride with Joseph.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, let's finish her off here. We're gonna have a great weekend. I cannot wait for Atlanta. Make sure you go check out Kanga Coolers to get your cooler for this weekend. Use our code Fascar10 to get you 10% off. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a little bit. Go check us out on the TikToks, on the Instagrams. Like I said, it's gonna be blowing up for this weekend. We'll catch y'all Tuesday after the race. Remember, it's because we're going to the race. It is the day after. Instead of being Monday, it will be Tuesday. So we'll see you then. Tuesday. Merry Tuesday, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.